Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Nathan, aka Nathan of Zion, and today is the 10th of May 2022. And as the title says in the video, what does the title say in the video? I asked OpenAI, will the price of Zioncoins go up? But it's not really just about the price of Zioncoins going up, because there's many factors involved in the price of anything going up. And really, it's all about adoption. And so, when I asked OpenAI the question, OpenAI told me this. There are a number of factors that could affect the price of Zioncoins, including the level of adoption of Zioncoins by users and businesses. Now, as I read on, as I go through this video, you'll see that factor is addressed by another factor. And again, it's about adoption. Yeah? And that's about the level of interest, which leads on to the next factor, the level of interest from investors. A business is an investor. Yeah, businesses are investors. Users are investors. You're investing your time, your money. Any user of any website is an investor, whether it's your money or your time. Yeah. So looking at these two factors, the level of adoption of Zioncoins by users and businesses, the level of interest from investors, they kind of go hand in hand. Yeah. So when we're talking about the level of interest from investors, well, in my mind, what I think is I kind of need to think about, where does this sort of crypto funding come from? Because when I think of investors, I start thinking about, yes, the users. So I want to create a nice interface. I want somewhere they can come back to, somewhere trustworthy, reliable. But I'm also thinking, well, how can I sustain that, And that will initially come from VCs or community funding. And so really, for us, the level of interest from investors is really going to come from, hopefully, to begin with, the Stellar Community Fund. So we're going to be focusing on creating our business plan, and we've already got that rolling with a chartered accountant. So he's going to do all the SWOT analysis and go through all the finer details, all the financials, and the real nitty-gritty bits of the business plan, how we can actually be profitable as an organization. And so that then, in that whole factor, it leads on to another factor, the amount of Zioncoins in circulation. So, Zioncoins is, 2-3 years old, maybe a bit more. And really, it started out as just a hobby for me. And, I did some marketing, and, it was going really well for a while. But as you all may or may not know, I have a full-time job as a gas engineer, so I can only invest a certain amount of time. And then at certain points, if you want to grow, you have to start getting more and more people involved, and keeping in touch with people, and making sure they're interacting with your website, with your services, and are interested in it, maintaining that interest, really. But the amount of Zioncoins in circulation as a factor, we're going to be addressing that with highly likely airdrops through claimable balances, highly likely DeFi projects, and social media, really. But it's a very important factor. Yes, having the circulation of Zioncoins out there it's a top factor. It's a top factor. It needs to be out there because that proves that there is adoption, right? That proves that it's being used. And if it's not there, there's no proof of that. At the moment, circulation is just inexistent. We are focusing to improve that by going to the level of interest from investors, the level of adoption of Zioncoins by users and businesses. So moving into the next factor, the level of innovation and development of the Zioncoins platform. Key factors. All of these factors are key factors. So OpenAI has actually provided some really relevant answers to how the price of Zioncoins can increase, and it's really just saying by innovation and by level of adoption. And yes, we are developing the Zioncoins platform, Zig-free. Zig-free V2 is our platform, a decentralized platform that we're working on that will provide a layer 2 solution so that we can incorporate turret providers. So we have essentially a layer 2 solution, making Zig-free even more decentralized as a service than Stellar Dex is, because we've then got a layer 2 involved in there. And so looking at the platform and innovation, it's an absolutely important factor. So all of these factors will play a role in determining the future of the price of Zioncoins. And then I asked it, how does one increase the level of adoption from users and businesses? And then it turns around and says, there is no easy answer to this question. In order for Zioncoins to be adopted by users and businesses, they need to offer a unique and appealing proposition that is not currently being met by other cryptocurrencies. Some ways in which Zioncoins could increase adoption rates include offering lower transaction fees than other cryptocurrencies. That's a given. Because Zioncoins is built on Stellar, the transaction fees are minimal anyway, even when we incorporate a layer 2 solution in which turret providers will be receiving fees. So providing a more user-friendly interface than other cryptocurrencies. Look, Zig-free V2 is going to have several wallet solutions that you can log in and use. And, not just that, Zig-free as a protocol is decentralized in way and decentralized in nature. We do not provide a centralized way to use Zig-free. You will always be responsible for holding your own keys, and we will provide a solution for that. If you don't have a Ledger Nano S or Ledger Nano X or Trezor, or you can use your own mobile. So your secret keys will be stored and encrypted on your mobile device or your laptop, and you'll be able to retrieve and log in with those keys with finger and face ID. That for us is a must, and we've got that ready. We'll be testing on a test site soon and see how effective that works. And yeah, we believe that is going to be a key for our interface. There with other factors, but that's our first kind of angle where we can hopefully provide a more user-friendly interface. So moving forwards, focusing on specific niches or markets that are not currently being served by other cryptocurrencies. If Zioncoins can provide a compelling reason for users and businesses to switch from other cryptocurrencies, then they stand a good chance of increasing adoption rates. Well, that's a very broad sort of answer to, a direct question. But it is a major factor. Focusing on specific niches or markets that are not currently being served by other cryptocurrencies. In our turret solution, in our Stellar turret solution, the layer 2 solution for increased decentralization, we aim to provide something not dissimilar to a franchise model where we'll have several turret providers that will hopefully provide us with several stable coins, and they'll have their own sites in their own countries and provide us with a solution that's going to really focus on that niche factor, on and off ramps from institution to user, B to P. And so looking at what OpenAI just told me, it's really relevant. I think, if you opened any business plan and had a look through it, you would see that a lot of these factors is the sort of core focus on, on the business plan. And then it's just an elaboration from all of this. So all of the financial, the SWOT analysis, they all sprout from these core factors. When you're talking about the level of adoption of Zioncoins by users and businesses, well, you need to reach out to those people. So marketing is key. The level of interest from investors like VCs, like community funding. You need to seize the moment when VCs are in town. You need to jump on and get, how are we going to get interest from them? How are we going to approach them? Again, that could be through marketing. How are you going to get your product and services out there, known to people? Again, through marketing. Even if we wanted to put Zioncoins into circulation, there's a degree of marketing that has to be done. But Stellar provides a good way to do that marketing almost for free, and that is through claimable balances. So we could do an airdrop through claimable balances, and we put out a campaign on social media. Hey, look, look out for the Zioncoins airdrop. It's coming your way. Don't forget to claim it on such and such date. That is how we can increase the circulation of Zioncoins. And again, innovation. Any company that does not innovate dies. And we are building. We're still building. We're still, we've had zero adoption, you could say, in comparison to other cryptocurrencies. And that hasn't deterred me. That hasn't deterred us. We believe in Zioncoins Foundation, and, we've got many other shelved services and stuff like that people can enjoy and use, and it's just not going to stop. The ideas just keep flowing. So I've had to shelve all these ideas so I can just focus on one thing at a time. And the focus now at the moment really for us is having our chartered accountant work on our business plan for the Stellar community funding and for some VC investment, so we can move forward into our community and branch out and reach other people with the backing of our community. And really looking at what OpenAI had just told me, it's relevant, and we're going to move forward and see what happens from there. So on that note, thank you for watching my video, thank you for listening, and please like, subscribe, and hit that bell button, and follow us on our journey to hopefully some investment. And or not, even if we don't get investment, hey, look, we're still going to be building. We're focused on decentralization, and we're going to be reaching out to people, whether it takes us 1 year, 6 months, 10 years, we're going to still be here. So again, like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next one.